Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to a brand new video. And this week on the Magic Roundabout we've got a Dinky Toys Ford Anglia 105E, good old Ford angle box. Yep, I used to own one of these years ago, back in the day when I was a young lad. Quite a few of the boys had these and did some work to them. Anyway, as you're watching this go round, I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers and welcome back to all my old ones, old faithfuls. Thanks for sticking with me, it's much appreciated. Okay doke then. Let's get this off the old magic, get it on the bench and get into it. Here we go then. Right, tiny little car this, not very big. We're looking at probably 3 inches long, 1.25 inches wide. So it's not a big car. These will be 12mm treaded or on the here. It looks to be in reasonably good condition, bodywork wise. There's no diamond headlights, no fancy separate bumpers, anything like that. It's pretty straightforward casting. Looking at this, the window unit is in good condition. Just needs a good clean up, and I was thinking a few little pits and scratches on the front, but we can sand them out. Yes, I used to own one of these. Oh boys, you could swap these bits and pieces about on these old Ford Anglias, same as you could the Cortina Mark 1 and the Ford Corsair. You could swap, they all had McPherson struts, just change the diff at the back, you know, stuff like that. And there was a craze going about when I was a younger lad that try and get as big a wheels on the back as you possibly could. Didn't always work. Pinstriping was in the day. Everybody's pinstriped everything around there. And we also used to go down the scrap yards and pick up all the dials and dashboard things that you get your hands on. That's when you could walk around the scrap yards and climb over the cars and do what you want with them. And we used to collect all the Smith's dials, and I tell you what, they're worth a lot of money now, original Smith's dials. We'd have your vacuum gauge, you'd have your oil pressure gauges and all that, you know, wire them all in, make them look flash. Same as the minis. That was the thing of the day. I mean, all this new custom stuff wasn't about back then. I think the thing we used to get the Hot Car magazine, and that used to have a few bits and pieces, and I think the fanciest wheels you could buy then were wolf race wheels and stuff like that. You could get, for these, you could get what they called forest arches, like rally arches on these, and I think they did a front end for them as well back in the day. But as an original car at the showroom, some were two-tone, some were single colour. I'm not sure which colour I'm going to do this yet. I might go for a straight colour. Quite a popular one was maroon with a grey roof, you know. But we'll have a look. It's quite a nice little car. Okay, right, enough of that. Let's get on with it. Let's get it out. There's two rivets there. They're domed, so they want filing a little bit flat, and then the automatic punch on there to get them out. This wheel's a little bit knackered there. Look, it's got a chunk out of that wheel. You see that? Look, somebody's curbed that. Suspension's not too bad on it. Right, I'm going to get these rivets out and then we'll have a look at it. Okay then, let's get this base off. Drilled it out. Just took the mushroom off the top, that's all basically. Yeah. So, crack it open. There we go. What we got? Let's have a look. Oh, we got the sponge. An ancient sponge. There's a spring plate. You can see it in the bottom there. Look, spring plate. It's quite rusted in there, I must admit. So we'll have a look. Take the sponge off. And take the sponge off. It's only a thin bit of sponge. You can replace that with them scouring pans that you get washing up, you know, do the washing up with. So we'll chuck that in there anyway. And this plate, yeah, that's that damaged wheel. Look, you can see it on the back there. Now, whether or not I'm just looking at the, see that down there, look. Look, that's broken or bent, doesn't really make a lot of difference, really. It'll be fine there. Whether to grind that out or take the hubs off, or just leave it as it is. Stick it in the caustic as it is, clean it up with a wire wheel. It should be okay. I might have to take this one off to change the wheel. Yeah, I might take that one off, change the wheel. Unless I can straighten it out. Let's have a look. Straighten it. Look like it curbed it, doesn't it? Wherever it was. It's curbed it. Yeah, it might straighten out. It's coming. Yeah, we'll look at that in a minute. So that's that. The interior. Standard vac form interior. It looks like it's pretty much in there. Quite a tight fit by looking at it. It's filthy. Absolutely filthy. There you go there, look. That's that. We've got a steering wheel, yeah. So we've got that. And a window unit. Now this window unit, you can see, before I even touched it, it's got a crack through there and right to the edge. There, right to the edge. That's where they've obviously put the screen in, and then they've pressed down on the machine to lock it in place, and it's cracked it. So I want to be careful getting that out. I might be using my hot tube method to get that out, but we'll have a look in a minute when we've done this bit. Yeah, that's that. So I'm going to grind down these posts to the shoulders as usual, then re-drill to fit the rivets. Okay, right, so that's it. So it's filthy, absolutely filthy. Look, covered in years and years of dust inside there. Right, give me a minute and I'll get me hot tube and we'll try that. We'll try that. It should go straight through there. I'm hoping. Yeah, it should go straight through there. Right, here goes nothing. We're going to try this. Got the pipe nice and up. Get it in there. Bit stringy that. And out it comes. There you go. Job done. Turn this off. Job done. No damage. Excellent. So a little bit of in there. It's a bit of a residue. You pick that out. There you go. And that should fit back in there nicely. Needs a bit of a clean up around there, but yeah, need to get a bit more plastic out of that bit, but yeah, it's fine. That saves drilling. So I'm going to keep practicing with this method till I get it bang on. I'm going to have to put a bit of over the pipe there because it's a bit hot. It's a bit hot, that one. But there you go. Yeah, so I just cleaned it up. Took some of the excess plastic out of there, which was hanging around by the rivet there. And it fits in a treat now. There you go. Easy peasy. And I've saved it because you can see the crack right way across there. Look, You get a lot of that on these where they put that on by machine and it's cracked. And I don't think it does a lot of good because that's really close to the edge there. Really, really close. But yeah, that's your clean up a treat. So there we go then. Not sure on the colour, what I'm going to do this. I might go two-tone, I might go plain. I'll see what paint I've got up there and have a look. This one is just got the single waistline down there. Some of them have got that where that's painted in along there, but this one hasn't. I don't know if this is probably an earlier one, but yeah, it's got a bit of detail on it. Well, when we get the paint off, you'll see it's got a bit of detail. Yeah. Okay then, we'll get this in the stripper and we'll see how we get on. Caustic soda time in. Right, I'm going to try on a different brand of caustic soda this time. It's probably backwards to you. It's max strength. Got it from Own Base, I think. So we'll stick the fan on. Got my face mask on. Kettle's just about to boil. There you go, come on. Boil it, boil it, boil it. That's it. Pop it in the water. Well, I haven't done this on camera for a while, have I? Do that. Right, let's try this stuff. Something's fizzing away. We'll give that a minute. I haven't put much of this in. Just want to test it out. It's fizzing away there. I don't know if you can see that. It's a secret lemonade drink. I want some lemonade. And I put the base in. I had to take the axles out in the end because they were that rusted and with that broken wheel. We'll go into that in a minute when I've done this. But yeah, that's fizzing. That's fizzing. Yeah, look, it's come off. Look at that. Mind, this is the old dinky paint, so I find this don't take much to get off, this old dinky paint. So that's good. Excellente. This base was more rusty and crusty rather than painted. But we'll give it a spruce up. Right. Okay then. You've seen the chemical reaction. You know it's cleaning off. So the next step is get it into the... what am I going to say? Get it into the... flipping heck, lost it. Rinsing tank. So I'll see you in a minute. Out the stripper. Come out alright, didn't it? Didn't take very long. Didn't use much of that stuff. It appears that I'm putting a lot in, but I'm not, to be honest with you. I suppose a dessert spoonful, I would say. Let's have a look at some detail. Bit in there on the grill. Got the waistline. Fuel filler cap, boot lid handle. Couple of door handles. Some of these had the chrome stripe down, but also some had below the chrome stripe, starting about there, a painted line, but come along the recess of the bodywork and up there. I'm not big on the history of these things, but I have seen Google images where some of them have got a waistline, different colour, some are two-tone, some are single colour. A lot of these, you know, even today, people use these custom cars. There's shows and stuff with these on, whether they're completely restored nut and bolt connoisseur or they're hotted up with the wide wheels on, big engines. I think you probably get something like about a 1600 or something in here. I would say a 1600 Mark II Cortina engine will fit in there, I would say, if I remember rightly. Anyway, enough of that. Right, what I'm going to use this time, well, I did the base. It's still a bit rusty, but that was a good clean up. And the suspension piece here, that's rusted as well. I'll clean that up. You have to take the axles out and the wheels out of this because they were quite rusted in there, and that broken wheel I couldn't fix it in situ, so I had to take it off. So what I've done, I've got an old Mini over there, and these are the same wheels, dinky Mini. So I've nicked the wheels and axles off of that. Okay, right, what I'm going to use this time, instead of using the Wizard, I've got this trusty old wire brush, brass brush should I say, not a wire brush, brass brush. I've got these from, what do you call it, Home Bargains, 99p. Yeah, I bought a couple of these while they were there. I haven't seen them for sale since. So, anyway, just give it a rub over. I like to do, you know, I've been tending to use this method more, using the big brass brush on all the flat surfaces where I can, and then use the Wizard wheels and that in the bits that you can't get with this. It's not bad, it's quite soft, it does the job, look, coming up. It don't leave too many deep scratches. So another cheap way of not having to spend a lot of money on doing this hobby. You know, you pay enough for your casting, don't you? So, you know, you need to cut back where you can. And I usually say, if you're going to buy tools, buy the best quality. But for this sort of thing, we're just going to get a consumable, shall I say. This is a consumable bit of kit. Get it where you can, fairly cheap. Things like drill bits, screwdrivers, files you want to buy, you know, if you can afford it, half decent ones. But cheap ones will do, especially files. But drill bits you need to get good quality ones. Yeah, it's coming off. You know, scrub it up, dub. Well, I hope everybody's okay. I hope everybody's okay. The weather's a bit changeable at the minute round where I live. I'm supposed to be going away in my caravan on Friday. No, Sunday to the lie. I was supposed to go this week, but I had to appoint with the eye doctor again. So, and the missus is not feeling great, so we had to postpone it. But we're going to our local campsite on Sunday. So for a break. Yeah, that's not bad going at it with that, is it? So what I'll do now is I'll get in with this, getting all in here, and this, get in there with them. So I'm going to do all that, and then what I'm going to do, because that's going to be a chrome line, and I want to scrape the paint off that rather than paint it on, I'm going to have to get the sandpaper, or sanding stick, or whatever you want to get, what you call it, and just get that as smooth as you can. If you're going to scrape paint off, especially on a long side like this, you want that as smooth as you can without destroying the line. I found that if it's not smooth when you go along with your knife, you know, so I'll just give you a quick, and you went along with your knife, yeah, and you hit a little dent, it's going to throw your knife off. See, that wants to be as smooth as you can, so you can just skim it across. Yeah. Right. I'm going to carry on with this then, and I'll catch you. Well, let's have a look. Yeah. There's no holes to fill in. And I don't think there's any casting lines to get rid of. Not I can see of there. Yeah, a little one there. There's a little one that side. And a little one that side. The bonnet opens that way, so... Was it that way? I can't remember now. I think it opens that way. Somebody will tell me anyway. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to smooth the bumpers with a file and sandpaper. Get rid of them 2 casting lines. Do the bodywork line. Rail gutters. Okay. And then we'll give it a coat of primer and we'll see what it looks like then. Here we go then. Right, what I've done, I've changed your mind on the colour. I was going to go for like a burgundy and a grey top. But I'd looked at it again and I didn't like it. So I painted it one colour. So this is the 3rd time it's been stripped and repainted. Now I've decided to settle on, it's this Ford Ivory on the roof and down to the edge of the windows. And the rest is going to be signal green. I saw an image on a Google image and I thought, yeah, I do like that. So that's what it's going to be. So I've done the roof. Did it yesterday. It's been had time to dry now. So I'm going to use some masking tape. And I'm going to mask off. You see a line there. Along there. So this will all be the painted. And try and get in behind here. So I'm going to need both hands for this and concentrate. So I'm going to get that masked. And then we'll get the bottom painted to green. Take the tape off. Hopefully it won't be too bad. And then we'll lacquer it. Okay? Right, so I'll see you in a bit. Here we go then. There's the colour. Signal green and ivory. Ford Ivory. Got the details to do yet. What I have done is I've scraped down the side of that. It sounds awful, doesn't it? Scrape down the side of it. No, I haven't. I've used a knife delicately down the side to get the trim down there. And a little bit around the top of the headlight, there and there. Same with this side. Okay. So there we have it. So now I've got some details to do. That's what we got. So we've got some details. Let's have a go. See what we can do here. We'll fill the grill in first. Just gently. Nice and steady, not too thick. I don't know if I'm going to put a wash on this grill. I don't know, maybe it might be a bit. It might take it, because it's quite a small grill, as in regards gaps in between the rods. So we'll see how we go. Very nice. So far. Yes, gently, Bentley. Yeah. Do that. Oh, careful. Just do these indicator side lights, whatever they are, on here. Can't bloody remember now. So when you get older, can't remember. All the finer details. Just a little dabble, do you? We can see that. I'm trying to keep it in shot for you. Well, I think this colour looks quite nice, actually. I like this colour. like I said, it took me ages to pick what I thought was a nice colour for this. There's probably people disagree with me, but there you go. My missus had her say what she likes. I have to sometimes run it by her. Oh, look, I've got a bit of overspill there. Let's get rid of that in a minute. Yeah, it's coming on it. It's coming on, coming on. There's some headlights done. Get something like that. Yep. Just get around there a bit. There we go. What we got? 5 minutes. Do this one. If I get another one of these, because they seem to be going a bit cheaper now the Harry Potter phase is over, I want to do a racing version. You know, with the wider wheels, like a track day racing version. So I shall look out for another one. Do it like a one colour, I would say. There's the headlight, grille. Getting there. Right, that's 6 minutes, 7 minutes. So I'm going to carry on with the rest of this. All right, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay then, all the details are done. Straight down the side, handles, front grille, indicators, headlamps, bumper, number plate, private plate, Rob 927. On the back, indicators, stop lights, bit of chrome trim around there, can't forget that bit, and a little bit of transparent red there, and there, because there's little badges on the side here. So there you go. So now it's assembly time. Assembly. Done the bottom. Fixed all that now, that's all done. So assembly time. Give me a minute to get it sorted out and then we'll get it together. Okay, assembly time. Yeah, I've just put the window unit back in. Can need a little time to dry. So that's in, looking pretty good. So now we're just dropping the interior in, like so. Put a bit of sponge in to hold it, and then put the back in there, and the front in there. Okay, that should be good to go. Yep. Get the old super duper in there. We will. Super duper. Here we go, here we go. Just put a bit around the neck. Hold her in place. So, and at the back, right at the back. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. So I'm using the old cockatail stickies. That's it. Ties on straight. Straight in there, no messing. Alright. Move that wheel out a bit. It's got steering on the front. Alright, there she goes. There she blows. There she blows. Okay, look then. Magic roundabout time. Let's get it on the roundabout. Let's have a look at it then. This is what we started with. Dinky Toys Ford Anglia. Play worn, no tyres. This is how we got it. So now we can have a look how it finished up. Here we are then. All done and dusted. Ford Angle Box 105E. Not a bad little build this, apart from the axles. Give me a bit of jip. Private plate on the back, indicators, stop lights, fuel filler cap. This is a signal green. It's coming up a little bit lighter through the light box, but yeah. Did the old scrape down the sides with the knife. Got the grill. I didn't put a wash in this grill because it was very, very fine mesh, and I think it made it look worse. So we didn't go this time. Well, I hope you like this one. And I enjoy doing this one. When I decided what colour I was going to do it. But there you go. Well, thanks to everybody who's watching this. And thanks to all my subscribers and everybody else. Best wishes to all of you. And hopefully we'll see you again next week. With something a bit different. Again. There we go. Ford Anglia 105E. Dinky Toys. Bye for now. Sorry about the noisy bit, but there you go. It's noisy. And you can see the bit of greens that goes around now. Right, I'm off. See you later. Bye.